First opened in 2017. There's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Atlanta Falcons. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Play fake here on first down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
42-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And they give this time to the tailback. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line.
Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they try the right side here. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a good gain of 11. Sets cement first and goal. That's his longest run of the first quarter. And, Charles, we talked before the game about them needing to establish the run game. They'll be looking for more of that.
And they got to the perimeter. So that tells me that that's part of the game plan of what they want to get done today. So they'll have some complementary runs where he'll run it to the inside. But it appears that when they want the big yardage, they think they can get to the outside and make it happen.
Looking to throw. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. Derek Brown able to drop him for a loss of a couple. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second and 5. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's about a 3-yard pickup there, but more importantly, they're still a few yards away here. It's now 4th down and goal. And this one is right through. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
2nd and 6.
2nd and 6. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the...
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Falcons 3, Panthers 0.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's got this past the 35 to about the 37. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. And sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10". Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch so far for Julio. He's got a first down. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this time will be intercepted. Picked by Riley Harrison. This defense had 3 interceptions last week. They're on pace for more than that here. 2 in the first half.
Do not adjust your set. This is not instant replay. This is a defense that is locked in. They're essentially running the routes for the receivers and turning it into the receivers themselves, aren't they? I mean, it is amazing what I'm seeing because the reactions of these guys back in the back 7, phenomenal.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
The pass.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. He'll drop to throw. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Joey Sly lining up for
DJ Moore. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Panthers have taken the lead.
Is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead.
3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they want.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 20.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Ball on the 30 as they come up, 2nd and 10. McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
McCaffrey on the counter. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Call it a 50-50 ball. It falls incomplete, and now 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Making the tackle there, Corn Elder.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Out of the gun now on third down. Drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Here's Sterling Hoffrichter now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. He can't get him down. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to look deep for more. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 11 yards and a Panther 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. McCaffrey on the toss right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Open man is Samuel, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Back to throw here. And that is going to be incomplete. Well, the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Jeremy Chin there defensively.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And he hits him in stride. Zone for a Falcon touchdown. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
2nd and 9 now. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 30. He brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him, let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal at the 3-yard.
Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now. 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on. And remember what I said. It's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up, and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
It's a gain of 7.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Complete. 19 yards there on the catch and run. From Falcon territory now, here's first and 10. Down at the 33. Back now in Atlanta. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
He was brought down.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
It's now second and 6.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
The Panthers on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be third and 5. He'll look to throw. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Gerald Everett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Falcons 17. Panthers.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each ending in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down, now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? Because they've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll look to throw here on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Yards on the pickup.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down and rough on the marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
They'll set up to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Sliding out of the pocket. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal.
throwing the penalty. It's Hill. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. He'll drop to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. He's back to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Back to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 13-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Carolina.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. A 4-receiver set here. 3 to the left, 1 to the right, 2nd and 6. to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Atlanta, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for Carolina, things are definitely going south quickly as they fall now to 1-6. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.